Warning, gang, it's going to be bad for investors and homeowners in the very, very upcoming future, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mike with MrNoFluff.com, and I want to ring the bell to let you guys know that if you're an investor, and this is just my opinions, I'm not an attorney, legal advice, or any of that stuff. This is my opinion. If you're a real estate investor, you're a stock investor, or if you're a homeowner, you're going to be hurting coming up very, very quick. Let's start with my specialty, which is real estate and entrepreneurship, and why homeowners are going to be struggling in this upcoming crash. Let's start off with the loans that they got. They bought houses. If you or you know anyone that has bought a house in the last 4 or 5 years, their house is going to be majorly upside down in this upcoming crash. Okay, why am I saying that? Because as real estate price kept climbing up, people were buying it at the very top. And I also know buyers that had real estate agents, and their agents told them to pay even higher than the asking price. Okay, for what I'm not sure why they would advise like that, but I know a lot of people that their agents told them to, and so they even paid more than the asking price. And whenever the borrower did an appraisal before they could borrow the money, the banks, of course, said, yes, it's worth this much, because the more they tell you the house is worth, the more money they make from interest rates, from the payments, guys. Okay. Um, so many people think their house is worth this much, and when the crash comes, they're going to realize their house is worth this much, whatever that is. Depends on what part of the country you're in. If you're in California, you're going to at least see like 50%. If you're in other parts of the country, you'll probably see 15 to 25%, etc. If you're in like Denver, Las Vegas, Dallas, there's a lot of growth going on. Okay, everywhere you look, there's people building stuff. So when the crash comes, these homeowners are going to lose major equity in their home, and it's going to be very tough for them to sell their property with a real estate agent, because every other house is going to be in foreclosure or in default, or they're doing short sales, or the bank selling it below market because the bank already foreclosed on the homes. Okay. The other problem from homeowners is that nor can they sell their homes, and their jobs are being, eliminated or decreased in pay or downsized, because corporations just like Verizon, I just reported to you on my blog, um, GNC, they're letting go thousands of people. So, for example, Verizon let go, I believe, 14,000 employees. Well, all these 14,000 employees, majority of them own homes, right? At least 50% own home, 20%, whatever you want. Well, what's going to happen to these people's payments? Right? They still have that mortgage on the property, and they still got to pay the lender. The lender doesn't care that they got laid off. What's going to happen to the GMC? Okay. What's going to happen to when all these corporations like Apple was just reporting that their iPhone sales were dramatically down? What's going to happen to these companies when they start realizing that, hey, they're not making profits anymore, and there's a change in the consumer, because the crash is here, and the bankers are just drying up everyone's credit, right? Their line of credit, their credit cards, their home equity loans, revolving credit, etc. As those shrink, people won't have buying power to go and buy stuff. Okay, so companies are going to start losing money, and they're going to let go of people, which is going to add on to the domino effect of homeowners going to be in big trouble, because their paychecks are going to be trickling down and disappearing. They won't be able to sell their home because they'll have negative equity, significant negative equity. I'm not talking about just like 2 or 3%. I'm talking about large numbers, where the homeowners, if they hire a real estate agent, by the time they pay the closing costs, the title policy, the escrow, the 6% real estate, they're gonna have to come up 30, 40 grand, depends on what kind of house it is. And I'm talking about this that 30, 40 grand is just entry level homes. Okay, first time homeowners. I'm not talking about, second time homeowners, and half a million, $1 million homes. In Texas, half a million is a pretty big house. In California, half a million you're living in the ghetto. So play with those numbers accordingly, depends on where you live. People that are going to have half a million, $1 million homes, they're going to have to come up more than 30 grand down just to sell, dude. And majority of you are not going to want to do that, or they don't have the money to do that. So the defaults were going to go up. So it's going to create tremendous distress from any person that bought a house in the last 4 or 5 years. And then anyone that has bought a house before that, it's going to cause them distress because now they have to take less of an equity. So assume that someone bought a house 7 years ago, 9 years ago, they did not refinance, they did not do, what was cool, which is use their house as an ATM, right? If it's for investing or if it's for, you know, getting a debt or going on vacation. They didn't do that. Now, those people that have equity, or their equity is going to get wiped out significantly because there's so much inventory. The lenders have property. Average homeowners are trying to sell, and they're upside down. So they may be doing short sales, etc. And so these people, if they want to sell and they have equity, guess what? They're going to get a lot lesser pie versus if they had sold in 2016 or 2017. Um, And so the average homeowner, which is majority of people in America, are going to get wiped out. And the wealth change is going to happen because the banker is going to take the down payments, they're going to take the monthly payments, they're going to take all the home improvements, and that's how the wealth change is going to happen. Okay, and the average homeowner that got a FHA loan or VA loan or even a conventional loan, they're gonna be in a shocking situation if they must sell. Now, one way to eliminate this is you don't have to sell. You don't have to participate in the depression. So if you're a homeowner, this is just my opinion. This is not financial advice. If you're a homeowner and the market tanks and your house is $50,000 in negative equity without you even selling it, which means another 10% because you consider realtor commission costs, closing costs, title. Okay, if your house is 50,000 without even selling it, by the time you sell it, you're gonna have to add another 20, 30%. I mean, 10% on top of that. Okay. So if you have a $200,000 home, 10% of that is 20 grand. If your house is negative equity, 50 grand, and you got to put 20 grand in there, you're going to have to come up a lot of money. Right. And that's going to be tough for a lot of people. People are going to just walk away, guys, of their properties. Now, let's get into the investors. Why do I think investors are going to be hurting? Because so many investors are what I call fake investors. There's so many entrepreneurs are fake investors, and there's so many corporations in America that are fake corporations, and that's why they're going belly up. It doesn't matter if they're Fortune 500. Okay, they're they're just borrowing to do payroll. That's not a profitable business. Okay, that only works in America because we print money. We're the petrodollar controller. We're the world reserve currency. So we can the Federal Reserve can print the money. They can buy the treasuries, etc. And we can just constantly print. But that time is changing, ladies and gentlemen. That time is changing because all these other countries are not liking what we're doing with weaponizing the dollar, doing sanctions. We're destroying our alliances with our neighbors and allies by you know um, sanctioning tariffs, you know, and so the time of the U.S. having the the world current reserve currency, I believe, in my opinion, is going to be gone. There's going to be other countries that are going to step up and going to be using something besides the SWIFT system, which is going to dispower me and you. Because the reason we live so good in America, the reason we have everything, we don't own anything. Listen to what I said. Majority of people have everything, but they don't own anything, right? Because they'll have a car, they have a college degree, they'll have vacation, they have nice clothes, they have all these things, right? But they don't own it. The bankers own it. Same thing with businesses. I know so many people that have 100 employee businesses, but guess who? What do you think they own that business? No, the bankers own that business. Okay, so that's that era of being an investor with your home equity loan. Those you don't have 10 grand in your bank, but you have a line of credit of 100 or 200. I think those times are going to be gone, where businesses are able to just expand, 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 just because they're able to just get a handout from easy money on debt. Um, because that's destroying the economy. That's destroying the average person's wealth because of inflation, where they're constantly printing money and is making the average person, okay? That's why there's riots in the streets in France, things to be too expensive. They have college degrees, but one full-time job doesn't pay it. They got to get another part-time job, and it still doesn't pay it. And sometimes they got to get three jobs. And you can see that in America, where the price of milk increases year after year. The price of X increases year after year. The price of egg increases year after year. That's inflation. And it's tough, dude. It's tough to do all that. Um, and so these investors, they're conditioned to just stick their hand out without actually creating systems, without closing their eyes and coming with something good. I mean, anyone can make money when the market is going up, guys. I mean, you're gonna see who really made money, who sticks around when the market is going down. I mean, it's no secret. That's why when it's going up, I just tap out and I help you guys, for free, dude, because anyone can do it right now. But when it's crashing, when it's going down, you can see that the majority of these people are going to be out of business, because they didn't create systems. They don't know how to strap their belt in and sleep on an air mattress. They're not willing to sacrifice, and we're conditioned in the society, from investors to homeowners, to get immediate gratification today. No one wants to sacrifice. No one wants to work hard for your future. No one wants to. We just want to. We just want this, sugar-free cake. We want our fat and just nicely packaged into sugar-free, right? No one wants to go out there and do the right thing to get ahead, because this hard work, the sacrifice, America is not about sacrifice. It's about obesity, dude. We're about just consuming, consuming, consuming. But the problem is, whatever we're consuming is it's not natural nutrients, right? Same thing with investing. All these people are investing, but it's not their own money, right? It's fake money, it's fake nutrients, and so they haven't built the calluses in their hand. They haven't learned how to create systems, how to market, how to do X, how to do Y, how to sacrifice, how to plan for success. But what we do know how to do is write business plans, go to a better business association and borrow some money, or go to X and Y lender and borrow some money. That is pretty easy, right? But actually creating a system, working your dreams, sacrificing, giving up the stuff you want for something else that you really want, that's not cool in America. But the time will come where that will be cool, ladies and gentlemen, where, just the easy money, easy debt, credit card, ATM of your house is not going to be cool, because it's going to rob everyone's future and their kids' future. And you can see it already happening, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it already happening. People have 2 or 3 jobs, just not paying the bills. People have college degrees, not paying the bills. Okay, they got to get into debt and debt and debt. And like, people think that going left, going negative, is the way to go positive, which is the most craziest thing ever, dude. Mathematically, it's not possible for you to go left, where you go to negative to go positive, guys. You know what I'm saying, dude? It's just not. If you want to go positive, you're better go off going zero versus negative. Okay, and zero means like being your dreams, dude, and starting from your imagination, creativity. So in this upcoming crash, homeowners are gonna be hurt. Investors are gonna be hurt. Doesn't matter if they're in stocks. Doesn't matter if they're in real estate. As the money starts drying up, right? They're not gonna be able to make moves, man. And as less people make moves, um, the bankers win, right? And so that's why it's so important for you to educate yourself and empower yourself. And that's what I teach at Mr. No Fluff. I teach what's not cool. What is not cool is how to start a business with no money. That's not cool, dude, right? How to start a business without getting into debt. That's not cool at all, because everyone says to get into debt is the way. I show you how to find real estate deals without spending any money in advertisement. That's not cool, dude. You know what's cool? Spending thousands of dollars in yellow letters. That's cool. You know what's cool? Putting postcards on, to the foreclosure list. That's cool, dude. You know why? Because that's easy to sell. That's easy to make a lot of money. But do you think you really make money doing that? There's so many people doing it, dude. There's so many people doing it. Do you think you're really gonna make money? Yeah, you could make money sending out letters to the foreclosure list, right? You could make money doing that, but you need a lot of money, because if the foreclosure list has 1,000 people in it and you send just a letter, which is $1, right? $1,000. Do you think you're gonna get a good response? That the professionals that know how to write copy letters, that know how to do this forever, they get a 2.3% response, 3% response for an average person, for a new person. Do you think you're really gonna get responses sending out 1,000? You may get a response, but when I say responses, actually do a deal with one round. Absolutely not, dude. Unless you have the best karma ever, and the moons and the stars line up for you, then yes, that can happen. But majority of people, that's not going to happen. So they got to do round two and round three. Do you think most people are going to be around for round two and round three of letters, which is costing them $1,000? No, most people will not be around for that. Okay. And what I teach you is how to find deals in your own backyard, in your own city, dude. I teach you how to find these motivated sellers that are about to be super motivated, because Their equity is going to be busted out. Their retirement pension is going to be busted out. Their home equity is going to be busted out. Okay. I show you how to find these people and work with them and save their homes while enriching yourself. Okay. I mean, it's just a win win situation. The other option is that the bankers are going to get enriched, or you can enrich yourself and help that homeowner. Because if the bankers get involved, they're going to screw that homeowner. They've already screwed them. They're going to take their home, hurt their credit, right? Or you can go help them and enrich yourself and help them. So that's what I'm bringing, dude. The power of you being a healer, going out there helping people at the same time enriching your family's life, dude. And the biggest shift that's coming, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest shift. And now, how can you find these people? What should you tell these people? How should you negotiate? How do you find the funds? How do you structure deals? How do you know what is a deal? Right? I show you all this stuff in my Flipping Wednesdays, guys. Flipping Wednesdays, you get a 2 hour live training with me where I pull up your computer, we find deals in your backyard, and I show you how to do it over and over. You get 4 weeks, consecutive weeks of coaching after the live training, the boot camp. And then you get the advanced course, guys. The advanced course is a standalone item that I sell for $1,500. That's what everybody else sells. But I know just the course itself is only going to only help 10% of the people. The remaining people need help, need someone to ask questions, need someone to actually go to the process of giving offers, etc. And that's what we do at Flipping Wednesdays, guys. And the price, you're not gonna believe it, dude, is $919, guys. $919. There's nowhere on the internet that's offering this level of service for just $919, guys. Okay. There's people that just sell you a course for $1,000. There's people that just sell you, just the seminar for $1,000. There's people that just sell you just the coaching $1,000 a month. I'm giving it to you all because I want you to succeed. I want you to go out there and help homeowners, and I want you to get up here to encourage other people. Because if we have a variety of different colors, age groups, body sizes, then people can relate. Hey, that looks like me, and if she's doing it, I can do it. If he's doing it, I can do it. And that's what the whole goal is, to empower the people, guys. So Flipping Wednesdays is a system where we empower the people, we empower you, and we at the same time we enrich you by helping homeowners. Because majority of people in America do not have a freaking idea that the crash is coming, ladies and gentlemen. No one knows. They don't know, dude. They don't know, okay? Because majority of people in America, they give their money to some college graduate, in Fidelity and other companies like that, and they take care of their money situation for them. Majority of people are watching TV. They're watching sports. They're on Facebook. They're doing this stuff. They're not watching what's happening with the Federal Reserve. They're not watching what's happening with the tariffs. They're not watching this kind of stuff, dude. They don't want to. It scares them, okay? So this creates an opportunity for you to go find these people, because they're going to be a whole bunch of them. Right now you might have to send out thousands of letters to find one or two motivated sellers. In the upcoming crash, which is right around the corner, as I speak, the Dow is down 400 points. In this upcoming crash, you're just going to throw flyers out, and people are going to call you, because majority of people are going to be upside down. The TV is going to be telling people they're upside down. The newspaper is going to be telling them they're upside down. YouTube's going to be telling the real estate agent, everyone, the taxi driver, the Uber driver, everyone's going to be saying, "Oh, there's no equity. Oh, there's a crash. Oh my God. Oh my God." And guess what? That's going to cause major fear on people, because they're already getting squeezed, and it's going to create a great opportunity to enrich yourself, enrich the community, and help out the homeowner, and not let the bankers screw all these homeowners around. Okay, because they're gonna steal the wealth of the people. Why not you helping the homeowner and helping yourself out? Why shouldn't it be you versus the bankers, guys? Why shouldn't it be you versus JP Morgan's or Bank of America's or Wells Fargo? Why shouldn't it be you? Those guys have already screwed mankind so much. That's why we're in these bubbles over and over and over. They're printing money, making you and me work, right? And then the more they print, the more we work, the less stuff we can buy, because sure, we still get the $10 for 40 hours of work, or $100 just to simplify it, but our $100 doesn't buy 10 stuff, and now only buys 5 stuff. See, that's inflation. Then it's not fair for you and me to work. Why they're taxing us, they're inflating, and so many different stuff, dude. The manipulating the markets, just like yesterday, Dow went up 1,000 points. How can it go up 1,000 points when there's 3 months of red, 500 losses, 300 losses, 700 losses? Okay, can it be that some banker called all their friend bankers and said, "Hey, go keep buying. We don't got no money for the people do runs on the bank, right? We got to keep propping it up. We got to keep propping it up. But it doesn't matter if they keep propping it up, they keep printing money. It's going to cause its own problem. Look what's happening in France. The yellow vest jackets, guys. Too much inflation. They keep saying things cost too much. That is a symptom of inflation. They don't know what that means. The government's printing too much money. The government's going to all around the world bombing people and causing refugees, which at the same time is causing their corporations or their government, it's a corporation, to spend more money, take in more people, and tax more of their people. Okay, and if they don't print more money, then it's going to be a collapse of the petrodollar. Is going to be a collapse of the U.S. dollar, and we'll have a new currency. Okay, hopefully one that's Bitcoin or one that's gold based versus you know government printing money, because since the beginning of time, any government from Rome all the way down here, they had the power to print money. They slaved the people because they kept printing money, dude. Right? That's why we need a real money like gold. Right? We need something that's limited. We need something that's not printed by governments or central bankers, because of that they could create wars, they could put your kids to jail, they could put your kids in prison, they could put your kids to go kill other innocent people, they could print money to your $100 can only buy one item now instead of 10 items like you used to. Okay, they could create these busting bubbles. They manipulate the market because they're too big to fail type of crap. What kind of crap is that, dude? Right? If you're in a capitalism, you're in a free enterprise. Why does it matter if something's too big? Let them fucking fall, dude. They should have made those bad mistakes, because I promise you that if you get fired and you can't go to work, no one's going to come bail you out from your mortgage. No one. Why the fuck should we go bail out Bank of America or Wells Fargo or Lehman Brothers or what? Why should we do that? They made bad mistakes, bad investment. They risked our money, our deposits, and they lost. Why are we going to bail them out? They're doing the same shit again, right? So that's why I want to empower you. So you go out there and the wealth change is happening. The bankers are going to take the money, but how many homeowners can you guys save so the bankers don't take it? Because you can enrich yourself, because the bankers will be enriching themselves. They're not going to go out. They're going to take all these people's homes. They took all these people's stock equities as they will fall, right? So that's why I do this, is to empower you, ladies and gentlemen, because stinky bankers, man, they've been ruling us, right? Through manipulation of stocks, manipulation of printing money, just constant manipulation of interest rates, which causes all this stuff to happen. And guess who loses? The average person, dude. Guess who, when you go to a grocery and you got to buy milk, guess whose milk is going up? Your milk. When they start defaulting, who do you think's going to get the effects? You, man. Who lost in the last crash, right? I know people that lost so much money, they had to move out of the country, dude, because they were going to kill themselves, right? So I want to empower you guys. Now, if you're a homeowner and the crash comes and you don't want the bankers to take your home, please reach out to me, Mr. Investor.org, dude. I'll buy your house. If you're an investor and you're building some stuff and the crash comes and you're stuck in the middle of it, reach out to me, guys. All right? I'd love to buy your project. If you have an apartment complex, you have a storage facility, you have houses, you're in the middle of fixing and flipping, and the money dries on you, or you can't sell it, reach out to me. We'll work something out. Okay, I love to buy it. I know a lot of people that can help you with cash. Okay, we'll buy your property. So if you have any deals, bring it. If you're a homeowner and the crash starts happening, bring it. And if you want to find deals in today's market and in the crash market, then join Flipping Wednesdays, guys. Less than $1,000, you get 2 hours of live training. You don't have to spend no money in marketing. You get 1 month of coaching, and then you also get the course, guys. This is the only bundle that's going to break the internet, because no one's offering all this into one. And because the reason because I want you to have success. And that's simple. Simple as that, dude. All right. Hustle and bustle. Share this message. Leave me a comment. Do you think the crash is going to be coming, or do you think the crash is not going to be coming? What do you like to invest in? You like cryptos? You like gold? Where are you going to put your money in when the crash comes, guys? You guys already know where I put my money in. 2016, I got into gold, and when the crash happened in cryptos, I got into cryptos, guys. I'm still buying cryptos, even though red. I might lose all my money, right? But that's the part of investing. That's the part of running into fire, right? When the crash comes in real estate, when everybody says no, 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 and they're running out, I'm gonna run into the real estate investing business when everyone is not doing it anymore. And there's a chance that the fire can burn on me, or there's a chance that I can come out victorious like every other time I took a major risk, guys. Thanks for watching Hustle and Bustle. Join me on Flipping Wednesdays, guys. Go to MrNoFlip.com and get into it now before I raise the price, guys, because it's too much for too little. Peace.